back again for another video. Today's discussion is going to be about women, of course, but I want to look at a few things and in my light, express them to you in my way of expressing them. So, the inherent value of men have been going down over time. But this isn't true. The value of men is always going to be as valuable as it's always been, and it will continue on into the future. The problem is the society is the one that dictates how valuable men are to the society, when of course we know the value is inherently outside of and inside of the society itself. But the common thinking is that men don't have as much value as they do, as we claim, as we deserve. But I'm here to tell you that there's a contrary thought that we do understand here, is that men do have a value. Now, I want to talk more specifically in terms of men's value and how it relates to women. See, women, they tend to believe that a man is only as valuable as his ability to do something that they can't readily obtain. Whether it be for sex, because you can't go to society and say, hey, society, let's have sex. That's not possible. You have to choose one person. You can't, well, some women try, of course, some men try to have sex with the entire society, but it is a universally understood thing that it is a one-on-one thing. I mean, it can be multiple partners, but it's still one focus at a time, nonetheless. I've seen a few things though, but generally speaking, it's one person at a time. So, women come to us for that. And whenever it comes to their emotions, having to love, women don't generally love society. They don't really place their emotions into society. These are things that women have found a use of men in. But I'm here to tell you once again, this is societal standards. The reason why women look at men as disposable is because they look at the pseudo man. And what I mean by the pseudo man, they go to the pseudo man. What I mean by the pseudo man is society itself. See, I was having a conversation on Facebook not too long ago with a female, and me, I tell women exactly how it is. That men actually built the society and we are the ones who maintain it. There's no other way really to look at it. Sure, she mentioned the women that, have invented things over time that are very important. Mind you, they are very important. And I don't discount any of these women who have contributed to society as we understand it today. Although the overwhelming fact is that majority of society was built by men, regardless of how many women input it. Because this is the way I look at it, that eventually men would have figured out exactly what the women have, it would eventually happen, that they would have came up with these ideas and they would have executed them, because that's our job. Our job is to explore in all directions. We're omnidirectional when it comes to our leadership. We do so many things, but I'm not going to get into that. So the conversation was about how, she bought her own house and she drives her own car, and, she, goes to work or she works for herself, and, and every turn I could say to her, well, more than likely a group of men built your house. Well, my car I bought, well, that car you bought was a man's invention. So there goes that. And a lot of men contribute to the manufacturing of those vehicles, whether it be the actual tangible parts or the technology that goes into it. So there goes that again. Well, I make my own money. Well, you drive on roads, right? Who do you think the infrastructure was created by and maintained by? Men again. They tend to believe that since all these things that represent men are manifesting in the world, they don't need a man for those things. And that's a sad thing, but I want to get furthermore into it. So, society gives women what I believe is roughly around about 90% of what they would need in a man, but they get it from society. If it were not for society, women would have to lean on men directly. But, society is an extension of man itself. So, it's kind of a back and forth kind of thing. But no way can a woman escape men. This is the reason why women are so self-absorbed. They're so quick to write men off. It's because they can go, if they have a flat, they can just call AAA. Even though it'll be a man that comes up and probably tows her car. Nonetheless, it's not a man that she owes any respect to per se. Or how about if her sink gets clogged? She can just call a plumber, right? She can pay some guy to do it, because more than nine times out of 10, once again, these are things that men do. So anytime a woman runs into a problem, she can just call some service that more than likely a man does anyways to come fix it. So therefore she thinks that she does not need a man, right? Because she can replace a man with the society that man has created. But what about her children? See, that's the problem with this whole notion that a man is replaceable, because everything that a woman needs pretty much in society, she can buy. But can you buy a good male figure for your child? Can you buy love and attention and affection from a man who is biologically their father? Can you buy that? No, you can't. This is the problem that women run into. They get so caught up into society thinking that, society has a solution for everything, because I can just work a job and then anything that I need, I can just buy it. Well, what do you do when it comes to children? You can't buy fathers, right? I mean, they have boys and girls club. You can take your son or daughter down there and they can get some male mentorship, some male masculinity and energy, but it is not equal to or better than their own father. That is, if their father is not a scumbag by any means. I'm not saying that, that bad fathers are better than no father. I teeter-totter with that, but I'm not going to get into that here. I don't necessarily have an opinion on it. Because there's no data, there's no instances in my life that can support that. But anyway, I don't like to go into tangents. But women seem to be very caught up in this notion that everything that they need, they can just get it from society. So therefore, they don't need a man. But what happens when you have a child? Can you buy a father once again? No, you can't. See, the society still tricks women into believing that it's okay to be a single mother and it's okay that the father's not there. Long as the money is there, long as the football games are there, long as the public schools are there. See, they give women everything that they need in order to take care of a child, but they don't give women everything they need in order to care for a child. You can't buy fathers, That's something that you can't just go down to the Walmart and pick up. You can't lobby and you can't make laws to create fathers. You can't. So this is my message. You women out there who believe that men are replaceable and that men are only worth as much as they can do that the society does not do, you discount and not pay attention that 10% that society doesn't give you, it's because it's not meant to be given to you in the way that you're trying to obtain it. You have to actually submit in order to get those things. You have to actually be a good woman in order to get those things. You can't buy it. The things that you actually need. See, society tricks you into believing that 90%, it's good enough. It's not. That 90% is nothing without that 10. That 10% that you can't buy weighs more in your life than that 90% that society gives you. But anyway, I think I've talked long enough. I think I'll leave it here. I think you guys get my message. And if you don't, by all means, leave a comment. I'll definitely address it. But until next time, this has been a Wolf in Beta Clothes. May you have a good day and peace be with you.